Hello once again everybody. You ever wonder why some fish can only live in salt water and others can live in fresh water? Yeah, me too. Let's talk about that. I'm Jed and this is Fact Rant. Okay, before we start, this has to be cleared out. A freshwater fish put in salt water does not suffocate. Same with a saltwater fish put in fresh water. How do I know that, you may ask? Well, let me tell you. You see, in the name of science, I took a fish and I... Anyway, yeah, shocking. Fish don't actually drown. Anyone? Tough crowd, huh? Tough crowd. But, as unlikely as it sounds, fishes actually do dehydrate and sometimes overhydrate. Kind of, so to speak. Okay, we need to put this into steps.
Spiders is animals. Animals is meat. Meat is pig. Pig is bacon.
Wait, what?
First, we need basic knowledge of osmosis, the main culprit here. Osmosis is the process by which molecules of a solvent tend to pass through a semi-permeable membrane from a less concentrated solution into a more concentrated one, thus equalizing the concentrations on each side of the membrane. Got that? Okay, let's move on. So certain molecules are small enough to pass freely between cell membranes, like oxygen and carbon dioxide, while most polar molecules cannot, like proteins and sugars. However, water, or H2O, is polar but is still small enough to pass through the membrane. So, a very simple explanation, in the case of fish specifically, natural osmotic tendencies allows the water to flow from a diluted solution to a more concentrated solution, thereby making their cells really hypertonic or super hypotonic, either dehydrating the fish or overhydrating it, so to speak. So if we were to take a saltwater fish that has adapted and evolved to prevent the osmotic difference by reaching an equilibrium with the water around it, and dropped it in a freshwater environment, that fish would be at risk of absorbing too much water on a cellular level, and in a short amount of time, it would die. This is due to the difference in the osmotic pressure. Saltwater fish are good at keeping fluids inside, and this is a good thing for saltwater environments, but put into freshwater, well, the pressure difference would be reversed and the fish would overcompensate by default. The principles would simply work the other way around if this were a freshwater fish going into a saltwater environment. The osmotic pressure difference would force the water out from the fish and the fish would eventually dehydrate and die. Sodium intake and divalent ions have a part to play in this, but that story is for another time, so you know. Water is water, but not really, if that makes any sense at all. Hey, by the way, just a quick side note, some fishies can live in both salt and freshwater environments like salmon, which use an enzyme produced by chloride cells in their gills called gill sodium potassium ATPase, or gill Na plus K plus ATPase, which basically serves as a pump extracting a considerable amount of salt from the body. This is one of the ways they survive in saline environments. They can drink salt water. Cool, right? Regular saltwater fish do this as well. When the salmon go back into freshwater environments, the process reverses, allowing them to function in that environment as well. These 50-50 types are known as euryhaline, and they can osmoregulate. Do you know any other cool fish facts? Tell us in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and keep on ranting.
And push it down and normal can open it. Right now I can't really can open it because it's bowed out so much. Alright. Oh.
3, 2, 1. Boop!